Hello, friends. Good evening on a Monday. Good evening on a Monday. Glad to have you with us. Back in town, back home. I was in Savannah all weekend, 4 nights. Charleston Wednesday night. So it's been a busy time, but I do have a few other things this week, but it's going to be easy enough, I think. I will be back in Charleston this Wednesday night for Tommy Condon's, and I have a doctor's appointment on Thursday down in Mount Pleasant, and then I'm home. And Friday night I will be going to North Carolina for a private event, a house concert up there. So anyway, should be good. Should be good. Easy enough week. Glad to have you with us, guys. Here's a song I wrote with my friend Bobby Tobin. Love like a garden, each time we grow, day by day, row by row. Patience and labor is what you need to make your garden of love succeed. Work all day into the night, work it again till we get it right. It ain't easy, it never was. Love is a labor of love. Love is a labor of love. Love like a song needs harmony. I sing with you and you sing with me. And if we sing it strong enough, then what we feel turns into love. Work all day into the night, sing it again till we get it right. It ain't easy, it never was. Love is a labor of love. Love is a labor of love. Love like a child needs tender care. You can't tend it if you ain't there. But if your love is stable and true, the love you give will come back to you. Work all day into the night, tend it again till we get it right. It ain't easy, it never was. Love is a labor of love. Love is a labor of love. Love is a labor. My friend Bobby Tobin and I wrote that song. Love is a labor of love. Bob Dylan had a birthday. Ain't no use sitting and wondering why, baby. You don't know by now. Ain't no use sitting and wondering why, baby. It don't matter anyhow. When the rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window, girl. I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no need in calling out my name, girl, like you never done before. Ain't no use calling out my name, no. I can't hear you anymore. Still, I wish there was something you could do or say that would make me change my mind, and I might stay. But we've never done quite enough talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in turning on your light, love. It's a light I've never known. Ain't no use in turning on your light, no. I'm on the dark side of the road. I've been thinking and wondering all the way down the road. I once loved a woman, child, I am told. I gave her my heart, she wanted my soul. tell. Goodbye is just too good a word for you, girl. So I'll just say fare thee well. Been thinking and wondering all the way down the road. I once loved a woman, a child I am told. I gave her my heart, and she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice. We had a wonderful visit with a lot of great friends while I was in Savannah, Georgia, and Victor Power came out to the job Sunday night, and I couldn't believe it. You know, he's under the weather a good bit, but he found the strength to come out. And thanks to our friend, military man and a super duper American hero, military man Rick Merritt, was there to help him get up and down the steps and help with this and help with that and make sure that the waitress was attentive and everything else. And of course, didn't Patrick and Greg come all the way down from Atlanta Sunday night to hear a few tunes and hang out a little bit in Savannah, Georgia? We had a grand time. Had a grand time. And who knows, those guys are talking about going to Ireland with us. I don't know. I don't know if my wife's going to give me permission to do another trip over. I don't know.
Do whatever you want.
She's giving me that hairy eyeball across the room.
I am not. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm not.
My wife says she's not, but I recognize that old hairy eyeball when I see it. What the heck is a hairy eyeball? That's a larger question. Anyway, here's a good old Nashville, Tennessee song. Old David Walsh is probably watching. From the corners of the country, cities and the farms, years and years of living tucked up underneath their arms. They walk away from everything to see a dream come true. So God bless the boys who make the noise on 16th Avenue. With $1 million spirit and an old flat-top guitar, they drive to town with all they own in $100 car. One time someone told them of a friend they knew. Won't you know a studio on 16th Avenue? Now some are born to money, they never had to say survive. Others swing a 9-pound hammer just to stay alive. It's cowboys, drunks, and Christians, mostly white and black and blue. They all dial the phone, collect a home on 16th Avenue. Then one night in an empty room where no curtains ever hung, like a miracle, some golden words rolled off someone's tongue. And after years of being nothing, they're all looking right at you. And for a while, you go in style on 16th Avenue. They look so uneventful, so quiet and discreet, but a lot of lives were changed down on that little one-way street. 'Cause they walked away from everything to see a dream come true. God bless the boys who make the noise on 16th Avenue. God bless the boys who make the noise on 16th Avenue. There it is. Written by Tom Schuyler. Tom Schuyler. Lacey J. Dalton had a big old hit record on that song. Man, we thought that was the ultimate song, and I can't say it's not. I can't say it's not. How we doing over there, Mom?
We're doing okay.
Doing okay? Good. Good, good, good. We had so many interesting people in Savannah at the Wexford Pub there. We had a whole group of people in from Ireland. Well, more than one group in from Ireland, and one of them was from, the guy was there with his lady, and they were from the town of Derry, and he asked me with my permission, could he sing this song for his lady friend? And so I said, well, why not? Black is the color of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile, the gentlest hands. I love the ground whereon she stands. I love my love, and well she knows. I love the ground whereon she grows. I wish the day soon would come when she and I could be as one. I go to the Clyde and I mourn and weep, satisfied, and there will be. I write her a letter, just a few short lines. I suffer death 1,000 times. Black is the color of my true love's hair. Black as a Color, done by Christy Moore in Ireland, very popularly, well known by Christy Moore in Ireland, but of course the song mentions the River Clyde, and so obviously written with Scotland in mind, the River Clyde. That having been said, we're putting the final touches on the Scotland tour for May 2026. I think that will go out to our previous tourists either tomorrow or Wednesday. I think I'll have it in hand, finished and edited, and be able to send it to everyone that wants to go to Scotland with us. And it's going to be like May 24 through June 1 or something like that, if you are thinking about it and have to put it on your calendar. That having been said, here's another song from Scotland. Alex Beaton was the artist. Rest in peace. These are my mountains, this is my glen, the graves of my childhood will know me again. No lands ever claimed me, though far I did roam. These are my mountains, and I'm coming home. For fame and for fortune, travel the earth. Now I return to this land of my birth. I brought back my treasure, but only to find they were less than the pleasures days of my childhood will know me again. No lands ever claimed me, though far I did roam. These are my mountains, and I'm coming home. Kind faces will meet me, welcome me in. How they will greet me, the ain't kith and kin. This night by the fireside, old songs will be sung, and at last I'll be hearing the ain't mother tongue. These are my mountains, this is my glen, and the braes of my childhood will know me again. No lands ever claimed me, though far I did roam. These are my mountains, and I'm coming home. These are my mountains, and I'm coming home. Also, we had a lady who was from County Galway, and she said, but I'm not from Galway, I'm from Salt Hill. I'm not from Galway, I'm from Salt Hill. And her boyfriend was from, or husband, whoever he was from Scotland. They said they have a place in Inverness, and I told them we're going to be flying right into Inverness for our first morning and first night in Inverness. So who knows, we may bump into them over there. Isn't that amazing? But she made the distinction. She's not from Galway. She's not one of that sort, she said. But she said, I'm from Salt Hill. And of course, Salt Hill is a neighborhood just right down the Salt Hill Promenade. Is referenced in the song The Galway Girl. Anyway, so I shall do a Galway County song for the young lady. I forgot her name. What was her name? You meet a lot of people. Her name almost came up. The guy from Derry, his name was Fergal. And he did a couple of songs for his lady. Here's a Galway song, In Ardmore. County Galway, one pleasant evening in the month of May, I spied a damsel, young and handsome. Her beauty fairly took my breath away. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no, none at all. She wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulders the Galway shawl. We started walking, she started talking, till her father's cottage came into view. She said, come in, sir, and meet me, father, and pray to please him the foggy dew. I played the blackbird, stack of barley, rotten his glory in the foggy dew. She sang each note like an Irish linnet, and the tears rolled down from her eyes of blue. 'Twas early, all in the morning, I took the road to old Donegal. She said goodbye, sir. She cried and she kissed me, and my heart remains with Galway shawls. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no, none at all. She wore a bonnet with ribbons on Galway Shaw from County Galway in the west of Ireland. Our friend Pamela Marsh also contacted me today and said, when are you going back to the west? When are you going back to the west? Well, I don't have specific plans yet as to whether I'm going here or there, except I know that we'll be in some parts of the east in June next year. We'll be doing that. And let's see, James Hood is on. James Hood, musician down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I did a Christy Moore song a couple of minutes ago, Black is the Color, but I'll do another Christy Moore if you like. James Hood plays some of the Irish tunes himself. This is a song called The City of Chicago, written by Christy Moore's brother. His brother is Barry Moore, but his stage name is Luca Bloom, and he wrote a song about immigration called The City of Chicago. Cheers, friends, cheers. In the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming. The hills of Donegal, in the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming. The hills of Donegal. 1847 was the year it all began. Deadly pangs of hunger drove 1 million from the land. They journeyed not for glory, the motive wasn't greed, a voyage of survival across the stormy sea. In the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming. Hills of Donegal. Some of them knew fortune, some of them knew fame, more of them knew hardship, died upon the plains. They spread across the nation. They rode the railroad cars. They brought their songs and music to ease their lonely hearts. In the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming. The hills of Donegal, hills of Donegal. Christy Moore, one of my all-time favorite artists out of Ireland. Singer-songwriter, great performer. Plays for 12, 14,000 people with just a guitar and a drum. Just an amazing talent. And he holds them spellbound and calls them out if they're raising sand and drinking too much. He calls them out from the stage. Some of us like James and me, we don't have the luxury of doing that. Of course, Cat O'Doherty used to do it at Kevin Barry's. Boy, in the day. Of course, Cat was a big old guy. He could do that. He could call them out and back it up. Glad to have you with us, guys. Let's just pick up the pace a little. What do you say? Here's a little seafaring song. Called Fiddler's Green. As I walked by the dockside one evening so fair, view the salt water, take the sea air, I heard an old fisherman singing a song. Won't you take me away, boys, me time is not long. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Tell me old shipmates I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Fiddler's Green is a place I've heard tell, where fishermen go if they don't go to hell, where the skies are all clear and the dolphin do play, and the cold coast of Greenland is far, far away. Wrap me up in my oilskins and timber, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Tell me old shipmates I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Where the weather's always fair and there's never a gale, and the fish jump on board with one swish of their tail, and you lie at your leisure, there's no work to do, and the skipper's below making hay for the crew. And now I don't need a harp or a halo, not me. Give me a breeze and a good rolling sea, and I'll play me old squeeze box as we sail along, with the wind and the rigging, sing me a song. Wrap me up in my oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Tell me old shipmates I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Fiddler's Green. Here's a song written by my friend Ed Honeycutt. A song called The Coast of Carolina. It's been on my brain a little bit. I had 2 or 3 earworms this week, back and forth on the interstates, highways. This is one of them. A song called The Coast of Carolina. The sky of gray, I remember brighter days, how I missed the warm sunshine, like a trawler in the twilight, heading in at high tide. Sailing home is foremost on my mind. I'm going back to the coast of Carolina, where the sea meets tall pines, sandy islands. Rustling palm leaves sing while moonlight dances on the breeze. I'll ease my mind on the coast of Carolina. Sand dunes shifting with the wind, like the drifting way I've been. I was blown too far from your shore. I missed the smell of roasting oysters and hearing sweet Geechee voices call to me like my mother ocean roar. I'm going back to the coast of Carolina, where the sea meets tall pines on sandy islands. Rustling palm leaves sing while moonlight dances on the breeze. I'll ease my mind on the coast of Carolina. I've been across the mountains, I've sown a restless sea. In all my years of traveling, I have found a place for me. It's these islands by the sea. I'm going back to the coast of Carolina, where the sea meets tall pines on sandy islands. Rustling palm leaves sing while moonlight dances on the breeze. I'll ease my mind on the coast of Carolina. Oh, I'll be just fine, coast of Carolina. Coastal Carolina. A couple of the song requests here too, guys. Let me get to them. Jane List wants to hear The Sound, a great song by Rick Doherty. And of course, we're going to Ireland in October with Rick Doherty and George Grove and Jerry Siggins and the Kingston Trio guys, who are now the Folk Legacy Trio. And Jane's going with us. Just say yes, Jane. Jane, we're going to make it happen, Jane. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen, Jane. Jane lives in Anderson, South Carolina, and she loves this old song. I recorded it years ago. Written by Rick Doherty, tenor singer in the Limelighters, and tenor singer. When I met him, he was a tenor singer in the Limelighters. We did some recordings in Charleston. And later the tenor singer in the Kingston Trio. And what a great job they do with the great harmonies. And now they do all manner of other folk songs and things. Song called The Sound. It's now beginning, so gather and listen to the story I'm spinning around. Of the man from the water, the fisherman's daughter, love they two never found. The lure of his singing would rise and be ringing as clear as the ocean's blue stare. She'd come to the wind, we watched the ship turning, and over the waves she could hear. Oh, hey, lady, I love thee below. Don't let me be lonely away. Lady, if only you know me too. Oh, hey, lady, I love thee below. Don't let me be lonely away. Lady, I love thee, I do. He wanted so much her and afraid he to touch her, and she too afraid to come near. They'd stare at each other as though they were lovers, though never a word did they dare. And at night in his boat he'd alight in the cove, and he'd call her above the sea's pound. She'd come to the window, listen to the wind blow, and over the waves came the sound. Lady, I love thee, don't let me be lonely away. Lady, if only you know me too. Oh, lady, I love thee, don't let me be lonely away. Lady, I love thee, I do. Well, the wind started whistling, the sea started glistening, and the waves they broke over the bow. Wreckage by morning washed to the shoreline, though never his body was found. So nothing is left in but a shrill in the night wind and the ghost of a lover who drowned. When the wind's whistling, she sits up nights listening and can't get to sleep for the sound. Oh, lady, I love thee, oh, don't let me be lonely away. Lady, only you know me too. Oh, lady, I love thee, oh, don't let me be lonely away. Lady, I love thee, I do. The Sound from my buddy Jane List. Thanks, friends. Thanks, friends. We won't go too long tonight. My old body has been wrecked by some travel and carrying on and many gigs in a row. Nuala wants to hear a Dublin song. Nuala is a nurse in Australia and she misses her home in Dublin. Let's do a couple of Dublin songs. What do you say? In the old days in Dublin, they brought in the agricultural product from the countryside on heavily laden barges on the Liffey River. And beautifully adorned horses had horse brasses. I got a bunch of horse brasses over here that I've picked up here and there along the way, if you know what a horse brass is. Anyway, but they would bring in the agricultural product on the Liffey River, which subdivides the city of Dublin. Later, when things started changing and trucks and trains took up the transportation, the whole idea of the ferryman was changing. And that's what this song is about, written by Pete St. John. Dublin City Song. All the little boats are gone from the breast of Liffey. Ferryman is stranded on the quay. Dublin docks are dying. Way of life is gone. Molly, it was hard of you and me. Where the strawberry pits lead down to the Liffey. So it was the around. Love you well today, love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. 'Twas the only job I knew, hard but never alone. Liffey ferry made a man of me. Now it's gone without a whisper, forgotten even now when it's over. Sure it's over, Molly, can't you see? Where the strawberry pits lead down to the Liffey. So away the words from my brow. Love you well today, love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Now I spin my yarns, spend my days a-talking, and I hear 'em whisper, Charlie's on the door. Molly, we're still living, darling, we're still young. That ferry never owned me, heart and soul. Where the strawberry pits lead down to the Liffey. So lay the worries round my brow. Love you well today, love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. It's called A Ferryman. Great song from Dublin City. I shall do another Dublin City song now, written by the same songwriter, by the way, Pete St. John, which is actually not his real name, but his stage name. I guess one of the ultimate Dublin City songs is called Dublin in the Rare Old Times. And don't we all have, someone posted on Facebook recently, they said, you know, back in 1975, I couldn't wait to see what the next 50 years would bring. Now that we're in 2025, I wish I could go back to 1975. We all wish that we could have the sweet part of what we used to cherish. But we do have memories. This is a great old song called Dublin in the Rare Old Times. Raised on songs and stories, heroes of renown, passing days and glories, hallowed halls and houses, haunting children's rhymes, are all a part of Dublin in the rare old times. Ring a rosy as the light declines. I remember Dublin City in the rare old times. My name is Sean Dempsey, Dublin as can be, born hard and late in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade, I was a cooper, forced out to redundancy, like my house that fell to progress, a trade to memory. And I courted Peggy Dykenham, pretty as you please, a rogue and a child of Mary's, from the rebel liberties. But I lost her to a student chap, skin as black as coal, when he took her off to Birmingham. She took my very soul. Ring rosy as the light declines. I remember Dublin City in the rare old times. Now the years have made me bitter, and the drink has dimmed my brain, and Dublin keeps on changing, and nothing seems the same. Her metropole and the pillar are gone, and the royal long since pulls down, as the grey unyielding concrete makes the city of my town. Fare thee well, sweet Honolulu, I could no longer stay. Watch the new glass cages as they rise up along the quay. My mind's too full of memories, too old to ring new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare old time. Ring a rosy as the light declines. I remember Dublin City in the rare old times. Dublin in the rare old times. Think you can hit that arrow over there a little bit?
Sure can.
We're getting pretty close to the end here, but it's getting hot in the upper room. It's supposed to get hot in the upper room, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it is warm in here.
Heaven came down and glory filled my soul.
Fill my soul.
Oh boy.
That was
I have agreed to help my brother do the church music on June the 8th. It's a Sunday. And I go to the early service when I go to my home church. I don't ever go to the 11 o'clock service. But they've changed the music format some, and so he's asked me to help. And so that's one of the songs we're going to do, Cherry, is because it's Pentecost Sunday.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
it's Pentecost Sunday. So
I know.
we'll do Heaven Came Down and Glory Filled My Soul.
Yeah, I already sold 2 of those bulletins for Pentecost.
Oh, did you? You know, my wife creates designs to be the cover of church bulletins, and so if you have a church secretary or someone that does that sort of thing, or you need a special a cover, an artful cover for a church bulletin or something like that, you can just go to her Etsy store, and she sells dozens and dozens of those things, and they like $5 or something, and all you do is buy the design and download it and print it yourself, along with all your your church times and service times and You fill in the blanks and use her artwork, and it costs you $5, and you got a beautiful, artful, picturesque church bulletin,
With a Bible scripture.
and it usually has Bible scripture on it. And what she's doing though is she's got hundreds of those things online, and all you do is go pick the one you like. And of course, come come Memorial Day, or come Easter, or come Fourth of July, or Labor Day, or Pentecost Sunday, or you know, she'll have a special one for each of those events. So, cheers.
Well, thank you for the plug.
She does great work. She also does, of course, the websites and the live streams here on Monday night, of course. But she also does the videos that are on the YouTube channel. Go to Carroll Brown Music YouTube at Carroll Brown Music, and all of those videos for some of my more popular songs. She's done videos for Sweet Savannah Nights in the coast of Carolina, and several others, which she can name and I can't. Just because I wrote the song don't mean
Galway
it.
Girl.
Galway Girl is on
I
there.
think we got 7,000 views on
Yeah,
that.
we got 6 or 8,000 views on the Galway Girl video. Obviously a popular song.
Yeah.
And did you do one on the Innocent Time?
No, I haven't.
We need to talk.
Get my head around it.
We need to talk. We need to talk.
I know.
My buddy Tom Brickenden, he and I met in Cocoa Beach some years ago. I remember the night, Tom. And I think we, for some reason, brought up the guy that was raised in Florida, Graham Parsons, who ended up being a part of the Byrds and a part of the Flying Burrito Brothers, and a very amazing story. I read his book, one of the many books about him. But for some reason that night, that name came up, and he asked me, and I played this old song, and we have that in common there, Tom. Graham Parsons' grandmother was from South Carolina. In South Carolina, the many tall pines. I remember the oak trees we used to climb. And now when I'm lonesome, I can always pretend I get a feel Hickory Wind. I started out early at most everything, all the riches and pleasures. What else could life bring? But it makes me feel better each time it begins. I get a feel Hickory Wind. It's a hard way to find out the trouble is real in a faraway city with a faraway feel. But it makes me feel better each time it begins, calling me home. Calling me home, Hickory Wind. Oh, one of those good old homesick songs, Hickory Wind. I need to quit being homesick and get back to playing these requests. We are going to do the Wild Rover, for Roxanne and Charles. The Wild Rover. It's the No Nay Never song, and I'm assuming that's the one they want. You know, there's all kind of Rover songs out of Ireland.
But it's for their 3-year-olds, so probably.
Okay, good. The Wild Rover. No Nay Never. 1, 2, 3, 4. No Nay Never. No more. 1, 2. Will I play the Wild Rover? 1. 4 claps, 2 claps. Teach them the hand claps there. Roxanne and Charles, teach them the hand claps. When they come to the pub, we'll get it right. And it's no nay never, no nay never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No never, no more. We want the 3 and 4-year-olds to all know all of the verses and all of the Irish songs, including all the ones about drinking and going to the bar and giving it. No nay never, no nay never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. I've been a wild rover, many's the year. I spent all my money on bartenders and beer. And now I'm returning with gold and great store. Never will play the Wild Rover no more. No, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more. Will I play the Wild Rover? No, never, no more. I went into an old house I used to frequent. Oh, the landlady, the money was spent. I asked her for credit. She answered me, nay. Such a custom as yours I could have any day. No, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more. Will I play the Wild Rover? No, never, no more. So I took from my pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. And she said, I have whiskeys and Jameson are the best, and the words that I spoke sure only in jest. No, nay, never. No, no, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. I'll go home to my parents, confess what I've done, beg them to pardon their prodigal son. When they have kissed me, 'twas oft time before, I never will play the Wild Rover no more. No, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. Play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. There it is, friends. Now, of course, today is Memorial Day. Let us not forget what that really means. And, of course, it's not Happy Memorial Day. We can wish each other a fine holiday if we care to. But this is not the happy one. This is not the happy one. This is the one where we pay our respects for those who gave the ultimate sacrifice so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we so frivolously enjoy ourselves. Uh, uh, Let us be a little bit more grateful and a little bit more patriotic and a little bit more less divisive these days. Can we do that, please? And I will do a couple of songs that have been requested here. One of the songs that I guess you could do for Memorial Day is Danny Boy out of Ireland. It, of course, has to do with a young fella who comes home from the war and his father's already passed while he was away. So it's a little different tune. But we'll do that one, and because it's by request for our friend Kathy. The pipes are calling. gone, and all the leaves are falling. 'Tis you must go, and I must bide. But come ye back when summer grows in the meadow, or when the valley is hushed and white as snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But if you come and all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and stare, and I'll be there for me. And I shall feel those soft cubes tread above me, and in my grave shall richer and warmer be, and you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall rest in peace until you come to me. Of all the money here I've had, I spent it in good company, and to all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So raise to me the parting glass. God bless and joy be with you all. And to all the comrades ere I've had, they're sorry for my going away. And to all the sweethearts ere I've had, they would bid me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I gently rise and softly call, God bless and joy be with you all. And since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I gently rise and softly call, God bless and joy be with you all. Sluncha. Cheers. One last song, friends, and we shall make like a tree and leave. Thank you so much for being with us on this Memorial Day. Hopefully you've had a peaceful weekend and didn't get in too much trouble and didn't get in too much traffic. Let's sing this one together if you care to. Come on, Roxanne and Charles, teach them this one too. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless bless our America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless our America, my home, sweet home. God bless our great country. Be good to your neighbors and be good to yourself. I'll see you next time. Thank you, friends. Have a good night.